Kerilake has an ultimatum for people experiencing homelessness: get treatment, go to jail or get going. That's the overarching sentiment of the Republican gubernatorial candidate's proposed approach to the state's growing number of people who do not have a stable residence. Lake's opponent, Democrat Katie Hobbs, has been critical of Lake's plan, saying on MSNBC earlier this year, "You can't just arrest people out of homelessness." Lake's homelessness plan calls a widely accepted model for addressing homelessness a failed approach. The National Alliance to End Homelessness describes the housing-first approach to addressing homelessness as guided by the belief that people need basic necessities like food and a place to live before attending to anything less critical, such as getting a job, budgeting properly, or attending to substance use issues. Calling the unhoused, drugged out, and deranged paints the rhetoric of a human that should be feared. And it puts a barrier between that person and the community, Carr said. Ultimately, homelessness is a systemic issue, not an individual issue as Lake's plan implies, Carr said. Rashad Shabazz, a geographer and associate professor at Arizona State University, said Lake's fearmongering around homelessness mirrors political persuasion about crime in the 1970s and, shortly after, the war on drugs. In each of those contexts, lawmakers appealed to the fears of white, middle-class Americans to gain office, he said. And each time, it led to people being disappeared, usually in jails or prisons, rather than good faith attempts to solve the underlying social problems. To Shabazz, Lake's plan is no different. It's setting the stage for the creation of forms of really atrocious public policy that are going to disappear homeless people, he said.